So Paul Salloway over in the WP Ultimo group asked this question. He said, what is your WaaS USP? In other words, your unique selling proposition. And he said, what is your WaaS USP versus Wix or Squarespace or Weebly, etc.? So in other words, how are you differentiating yourself? What makes you unique against those other services that you are competing against when you have a WaaS? Whether you like it or not, you are competing against Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, and you're competing against someone building a website themselves on WordPress.org, installing their own version of WordPress and building it out that way. You're also competing against agency owners and web developers, freelancers who are out there. So you're competing against all of those, but a very direct correlation is between the Wixes and Squarespaces of the world, because as we teach in the Turnkey Websites Blueprint, when you set up your own turnkey website WaaS, you want to have the experience be very similar to those, where the user signs up, purchases a website, it's already kind of set up for them, and then they go in and flesh it out a little bit, and then they have a website ready to go. So what if that's how you're building it, like we recommend, and that's how I build my WaaS, how do you differentiate yourself from Wix and Squarespace and Weebly? WordPress.com is another competitor, and the countless other website builders that are out there in the world. And that's a great question, right? And that's something that we struggle with in this group and all over the place, those who are building WaaSes, is how do I compete against these multi-million-dollar companies that are super cheap, have super affordable websites, and have tons of marketing and tons of infrastructure and tons of staff that are able to be behind them. And that's something you're going to run into no matter what, right? So my answer to that question is that, there are basically three main things I think that you can really focus on to help separate your WaaS offering from these other WaaS, turnkey, page builder, whatever you want to call them, services. Number one, and I think the key here is the niche. It's, the customer niche that you focus on, I think is the biggest differentiator in how you can differentiate your service, Space and Weebly, but also from other agency developers. Because the majority of the agencies out there are, in order for them to be able to survive, they need to kind of do a spray and pray type of marketing where they'll accept website projects from all different industries, all different types of people. They might have a threshold of budget. You have to be above the certain budget, but they're going to be looking for small business websites in general. And then you have the Squarespace and the Wixes of the world that are generalist platforms as well. They don't specialize in any typical type of industry. They might be better for certain industries like photography and artists and stuff like that. But in general, they, are trying to appeal to everybody. And that's their downfall in comparison to you. So you focus on a niche, then you become the best website platform for fill in the blank. For me, it's for small IT businesses and computer repair shops. For you, it might be life coaches or dog walkers or hotels, boutique hotels or RV parks. And these are all examples of students we've had go through the Turnkey Websites Blueprint, and those are the niches they chose. And these are all great niches. These are people who have specific website needs that might not be able to be fulfilled or easily be fulfilled by those Wixes and Squarespaces, or the user just wouldn't know how to go about getting those needs fulfilled on those platforms. You can say, I have the best website builder platform for RV parks, and here's why. And some of the things that you can offer to show that your platform is laser focused on your niche is, for example, you have starter content. So all of your pages have content that fits the niche. So the homepage says, welcome to my RV park. We have, I don't know what RV parks have, but, we have all the amenities that you would need and yada, yada. You have all the stuff that RV parks would have on their homepage already filled out. And then as the user, after they sign up for your platform, they can go in and modify things and remove things and flesh it out. But you got them closer to the finish line than they would have gotten if they signed up for Wix. And that's really the key, right? Your niche focus is going to help get the user or your customer closer to the finish line. So right, they're here, they want to get here, and here is a finished, effective website that gets them traffic and gets them, sales and all of that stuff. Now, if they were to sign up for Wix or Squarespace, they'd be about here, right? They'd have the hosting taken care of. They'd have a template kind of, but then they'd have to figure out how to add pages, how to add content, how to add graphics and images, how to add the functionality they need in order to get them to where they're going to start when they get on your platform. And then they just need to go the rest of the way by customizing and adding their logo and doing some other stuff. But you're getting them closer to the finish line than they would have gotten if they signed up for Wix or Squarespace. So you could do that, like I said, with starter content, with starter images. You can have a library of stock photos that the user can choose from that fit their niche. You can have some of the pages ready to go that they would need, like service pages and about pages, and maybe like who knows what other kind of pages they might need for your particular niche. And also the required functionality. So you can give them whatever they need: a booking plugin, e-commerce, lead generation, funnels, pop-ups, whatever their niche needs, you give it to them. Whereas if they went to Squarespace or Wix, they might not know if they have all those things that they need functionality wise for their specific industry. So really the niche helps in so many ways to focus in on a niche and to just be easily able to convey how your solution helps that particular niche. Because at the end of the day, if I own a RV park and I see Wix over here and I see RV Park Site Builder over here, RV Park Site Builder might be a little bit more expensive, but not as expensive as like hiring a developer or something. I'm going to go to RV Park Developer or RV Park Site Builder and not Wix, because this is going to get me closer to the finish line. So niche is the first way I think that you can separate yourself and out from the competition. And that's your first unique selling point. Another thing that you can offer uniquely as someone who I assume is also offering other website services like SEO or, content creation or design, whatever else you do typically in your agency or your freelance work, you can offer those as additional services to people who sign up for your platform. And of course, that's something that Wix and Squarespace don't do. I don't think they do that. They don't offer services on top of their platform. And this is what I love about turnkey websites and WaaS, is that it's basically a lead generation tool for you. So you're bringing people into your very low cost website builder platform. You're getting a bunch of people on there in a specific niche, and then you're upselling them or continuing to offer them services that are higher cost and get you more profit. And, say you have 100 people sign up for your platform, and then you pitch a service to them and 5% sign up for it. That's 5 people, 5 customers that you didn't have to do any selling to. You just told them you had a service. It's an additional service that's custom made for you guys who are on my platform, and you're going to have people sign up for it. It's going to happen. And that's how you can make more money. But that's also how you differentiate yourself and you add more value to your customers. They're not going to get SEO help. They're not going to get graphic design work, or at least anything that's any good. They're not going to get content writing services on Wix. They're going to have to go out and find, a content writer or a graphic designer and hire them to come on board to do all those things. But you're offering all those services within your platform. So they sign up for your platform at a relatively low cost, and then it's easier to upsell them to these other services. And that's a win-win, who is able to have a one-stop shop for all of the additional services that they might need for their website. All right. And then the third differentiator, way that you can separate yourself out from the Wixes and the Squarespaces of the world, is you, right? It's you. You are the unique selling proposition. And that's why I encourage you to put yourself out there as a part of your platform. Be present, be on social media, be recording videos, be the person who does the walkthrough videos, because it's your personality of thinking and it's your unique, X factor, whatever it is, that combined with that niche, you niche, bring that together. It is a unique thing that nobody can copy. And that is, at the end of the day, is what's going to not only separate you from the Wixes and the Squarespaces of the world, but it's also going to separate you from if a competitor springs up, right? If there's another turnkey platform that's focused on your niche that springs up in your space, you are the unique special sauce that's going to separate you from that as well. Your personality, it's your unique way of solving the problems that your niche has. It might be, you have these interesting homepage layouts where, they're very effective, they convert well. All that stuff is unique to you, and it's unique to the way you built your WaaS. So your niche, your additional services, and you are 3 super powerful ways that you can separate yourself and differentiate yourself from Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, all of those competitors, those quote unquote competitors that are out there. And it also helps separate you from agencies and freelancers and all those other people competing for website clients. I think that's the special sauce. So love to know what you guys think. What do you think is the unique selling proposition of Your WaaS? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you guys had a great Halloween and November is off to a good start for you. Keep an eye on this space for, the Black Friday madness that always happens around this time of year. We'll have some of our own Black Friday sales, and we'll be promoting the Black Friday sales of our friends in the turnkey website space. So until then, take it easy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.